A cross came in from the right, the kind Cristiano Ronaldo once dominated with legendary leaps and unstoppable headers. The ball floated perfectly to the back post, but Ronaldo never jumped as a Congo defender cleared easily. That single moment summed up Portugal's World Cup opener, where Ronaldo looked disconnected from the entire match. While football legends were making history elsewhere, Portugal struggled against the Democratic Republic of Congo. The day before, Lionel Messi scored a hat-trick and matched Miroslav Klose's World Cup scoring record. Kylian Mbappé scored twice, while Erling Haaland marked his debut with 2 impressive goals. The stage seemed ready for Ronaldo to answer and make World Cup history across 6 tournaments. Instead, Portugal drew 1-1 against Congo, a nation returning to the World Cup after 52 years. Despite controlling 75% possession, Portugal managed only 1 shot on target throughout the match. Congo had more shots, more efforts on target, and a higher expected goals tally than Portugal. Ronaldo recorded only 25 touches, the fewest among Portugal's outfield players completing 90 minutes. He attempted 3 shots, none on target, continuing a worrying pattern from previous tournaments. More concerning was his lack of involvement, contributing almost nothing meaningful during crucial attacking moments. There were no dramatic misses, only long stretches where Ronaldo seemed absent from proceedings entirely. For over an hour, football's greatest scorer offered less influence than Portugal desperately required. When chances finally arrived, he dragged both opportunities wide despite favourable positions inside the area. The Ronaldo of old would have finished those chances instinctively, without hesitation or second thoughts. He has now gone 10 major tournament matches without scoring a goal from open play. That streak spans more than 800 minutes, suggesting decline rather than temporary poor form. His last non-penalty goal at this level came back in June of 2021. One opportunity highlighted another issue when Bruno Fernandes stood in a far better position. Instead of allowing the pass through, Ronaldo intervened and took the chance himself unsuccessfully. Thierry Henry argued Portugal needed a goal, not necessarily one scored by Ronaldo personally. That sequence reflected a player increasingly desperate to end a prolonged scoring drought. Desperation creates selfish decisions, and those decisions can ultimately hurt Portugal's collective effectiveness. Attention then shifts toward manager Roberto Martinez and his handling of Ronaldo's declining influence. Martinez substituted several players but repeatedly avoided removing Ronaldo despite ineffective performances. Even after introducing Goncalo Ramos, he sacrificed a midfielder rather than replacing Ronaldo directly. Critics argue Martinez fears making the difficult decision that everyone else already recognizes. Chris Sutton described the situation as embarrassing, claiming Ronaldo effectively dictates selection decisions. Martinez defended Ronaldo by referencing his historical achievements rather than current performances. The problem is that history cannot score goals in today's World Cup matches. Statistics show Portugal consistently scores more goals when Ronaldo does not start matches. Across recent major tournaments, Portugal's attack has often looked restricted with Ronaldo leading it. Many observers believe Portugal would have won against Congo had Ronaldo remained on the bench. The comparison with Messi becomes unavoidable because both players are aging superstars. Messi adapted his role, dropping deeper and becoming more of a creator for teammates. Portugal instead remains built around Ronaldo as a traditional number 9 and focal point. The legs that once made him unstoppable no longer consistently support that demanding role. Every cross now seems aimed toward memories, rather than the current reality on the field. Still, some responsibility belongs to those continually selecting him, regardless of declining output. Years of adoration can convince any player that their abilities remain unchanged. There may still be value in using Ronaldo as an impact substitute later in matches. However, those benefits require him beginning games on the bench rather than starting. The issue is not Ronaldo's inclusion in the squad, but his guaranteed place. Portugal possesses one of the deepest and most talented squads in the tournament. With Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, and Rafael Leão, quality exists throughout the team. Yet another World Cup could be wasted because nobody dares challenge Ronaldo's status. Even a suspended ban controversy fueled discussions about special treatment surrounding football's biggest superstar. Some argued Portugal might have benefited had circumstances forced them to play without him. The team remains strong enough to compete for the World Cup title. Their biggest obstacle may not be opponents, but an inability to evolve. Portugal cannot rely forever on reputation, nostalgia, or achievements from previous generations. The statue remains standing, but many believe it no longer wins matches. The final question is whether Portugal possesses the courage to move beyond it. Can Ronaldo still produce one last miracle, or is it finally time? Portugal's World Cup future may depend entirely on that difficult decision.